Hello and welcome to day 11 of 12 days of yoga. So we're going to start in a variation of cat-cow pose. So come into tabletop pose with your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. We're going to extend the left leg out to the side, rolling your foot down so that it's flat on the floor beside you. And from here, we're going to take a few cat-cows. So an inhale, arch your spine down, gaze up. And exhale, rounding, send your tailbone down. Really rounding in your spine. Exhale, arching down. Tailbone up. Exhaling, rounding, sending your head down towards the mat. Let's continue just a few of these at your own pace. On your next round, go ahead and return to a straight spine. And from here, we're going to take a revolved pose. So sending your weight over onto your right hand, going to extend your left hand up towards the sky, opening up. And exhale, returning back to the mat. And let's take this on the other side now. So extending your right leg out for some cat-cow. Inhale. Gazing up. And exhale, rounding your spine. Just imagine your breath going right into that inner right thigh. And after your next round, returning to a straight spine, and inhale, weight on your left hand, and exhale, opening up, sending your right hand up, breathing in the pose. And on an exhale, go ahead and bring your palm back down to the mat. And from here, we'll find our puppy pose. So with your knees under your hips, walk your hands out, walk your forehead. Walk your hands out, rest your forehead down to the mat, melting your chest down towards the mat. Taking a few slow, deep breaths. And on an exhale, go ahead and shift forward to your belly for Sphinx pose. Feet hip width or wider, pelvis slightly pressing into the mat. Elbows under your shoulders, palms nice and wide, pressing down into the mat, drawing your heart forward. Maybe send your gaze either straight ahead or down slightly to gaze down at the top of your mat, depending on what feels best for your neck today. Then from here, we're going to come to tabletop to transition into downward facing dog. So knees over, under hips, walk your hands out maybe an inch or two, knees hip width apart, curl your toes, send your hips up. Go ahead and adjust your feet if you need to. Allow your head to just hang here, pressing back. Go ahead and walk your feet out a bit, if that feels good. Go ahead and begin to walk towards the top of your mat to find dangling pose. So bring your feet as wide as is comfortable. Maybe over, maybe right at hip width or over. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Just really allow yourself to hang heavy. And if you like, you can sway a little side to side. Turning to center if you're swaying. And inhale, bend your knees, press into your heels to roll your spine up to standing. So from here, we're going to find our balancing chair pose, or I'm sorry, half chair pose. So send your weight over onto your right leg. Maybe bring your palms together at your heart center. And go ahead and bring your left ankle to rest above your right knee. And slowly begin to sink your hips back and down to your own degree. Allow your breath to help you find your balance here. And if you fall out, start again. Okay, inhale, and on an exhale, send that left foot back, stepping back into warrior one. So left toes pointed up towards the front left corner of your mat. Your right knee over your right ankle. Spine nice and tall. Inhale, extend your arms up. And exhale, coming into pyramid pose. So straighten the right leg and bring your hands down to rest on your shin. Taking a few breaths here. And inhale, coming back up. We're going to take a reverse triangle. So drop your left hand back to your left thigh and reaching up and extending up and back through the right. And take a deep inhale. And on an exhale, we're going to find extended side angle. So kind of cartwheeling your hands down, at the same time spinning your back foot so that it's more parallel to the back of your mat. Bring your right forearm down to rest on your thigh. Extend up through your left hand. Turn your hand, fingers wide. Turn your hand so that your pinky side is face down towards the mat. Pulling that right knee open to make sure that your knee is still above your ankle. Take a deep inhale, and on an exhale, I'm going to bring that left arm back and down to the mat. Spin that left foot and lower your knee to the mat. Walk your right foot over towards the outside of the mat with your palms on the inside. Taking a lizard pose here. So go as deep as what feels right to you. It's a really deep hip opener. And on an exhale, go ahead and maybe press yourself up. Swing that leg around. Find downward facing dog. We'll go ahead and walk to the top of the mat. And root to rise. So bend your knees and press yourself up very slowly to standing. This time sending your weight over onto your left foot. Palms at heart center. And from here we'll find our half chair pose. So finding that balance. Then bringing your right ankle right above the left knee. Sitting back. Inhale, exhale, step back to your warrior one. Left knee and ankle aligned. Right toes pointed towards the top right corner. Torso face toward the top of the mat. Torso and hips. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, pyramid pose. Straightening that left leg and bringing your hands to rest on your shin. And on an inhale, coming up, we'll take our reverse triangle. Drop your right hand back, left hands up. Inhale, exhale, extended side angle. Following a nice stretch along, right along this right side here. Inhale and exhale, swing that arm down towards the mat. Spin your right foot, bring your knee down. Walk your left foot out a bit. So your hands are on the inside of your foot and kind of sink your hips down for lizard pose. Slowly pressing out, bringing that left leg back, downward facing dog. From here, bring your knees to the mat. Find yourself in a seated position with your legs crossed. With your palms together at your heart center. We'll end this practice with a deep cleansing breath in through the nose and out the mouth. Inhale. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. Till next time.